Hi.
Hi from Edmonds.
It's a special time capsule edition of Evening.
That's pretty good.
There were more than 30,000 stories in the Evening archives. Every tape contains a message from the past.
We're all out there looking for the perfect mate, are we not?
Get ready for surprises
How about a rat in your toilet?
as we discover what's inside. Let's dig in to the summer of 1994.
Hey, I'm Jim Dever, and welcome to a very special edition of Evening. It's the Evening Time Capsule. We are digging through the archives, going all the way back to the summer of 1994. The very friendly residents of Edmonds remember it well. That was the summer that they received a very prestigious award from us. Reporter John Stofflet had that story.
Hello.
Hi.
There's a town in western Washington where the people are certifiably friendly.
I'm friendly.
See? Here's the certificate. Edmonds was the town you said was most friendly in our Best of Western Washington poll.
Hi from Edmonds.
Edmonds does seem to bend over backwards to be nice. Flowers and flags everywhere, free cookies in the visitor center. A cynic might think it's a way to attract tourists, but the director of the Visitors Bureau says there's more to it than that.
It seems to come out in the air. There's a special feeling when you come to Edmonds that you can't put in words.
People here eat ice cream, celebrate birthdays in public,
Happy birthday, dear Pat.
and drop by the local bakery to get donuts and chat with the mayor.
Well, Ken makes the best sticky buns here, and once in a while I run out and forget to pay, and they come all the way to City Hall and find me.
We just want to give you something.
This place is so friendly, it's almost surreal.
Here, I'm a little whale. Free Willy from our store. No.
In fact, since Edmonds also won for friendliest town last year, we were a little suspicious. Is Edmonds just rigging the votes and then acting friendly?
Hi, everybody. It's an Edmonds kind of day. Come visit.
The head of the Visitors Bureau for this friendly town swears on a stack of brochures that there's no conspiracy here, just friendly people.
It really is an attitude in our community, and we love it here. It shows. We love to have people come and visit us, and no, we don't have to stuff the ballot box. We just, this is the way we live.
I have never seen anyone eat ice cream like that. Even a beautiful place like Edmonds has to occasionally deal with rodent infestation. Now, back in the summer of '94, we did a story that I hope we would think twice about doing today. Toilet rats. John Stofflet followed a couple of intrepid exterminators.
How about a rat in your toilet?
Oh my God! Yeah, I've got critters.
Don Pace and Calvin Williams hate rats as much as the next guy, but have to deal with them all the time in carrying out their important mission.
Well, basically rodent control, prevent them from coming up people's toilets. You know, they're cute when you're in a cage, you know, those big brown eyes looking at you, but, you know, it's my job to get rid of them.
Calvin and Don handle sewer rat control for the Seattle King County Health Department.
It's not one of those glamorous jobs in the world, but
In their hunt for the rodents, 60 to 80 times a day they peer into sewer manholes.
the one thing you need in this job is a sense of humor considering what you look at all day. Let's see, rats in the toilet, rat in the toilet. Okay, here, let me put this outside here.
A few times a week, Don and Calvin respond to reports rats have come up a commode.
I heard a big splash in my toilet, and I went to look at my toilet, and the water's going like this, and there's scratch marks in my toilet.
Now, I know what you're all wondering, so I'll ask for you.
Will they come up into your toilet if you're sitting on the toilet?
I haven't had one yet come up while they sit down, but I've had a few sit down when they're already there. And it's kind of a rude awakening.
Don Pace and Calvin Williams work hard every day to keep you from becoming the next sitting target, so to speak.
I know it's a job that has to be done, you know, to help the people, the public, you know. God bless them. They were great.
Okay, a little behind the scenes here. That story was originally more than twice as long as what you just saw, and we cut it down just for you. You are welcome. Now, back in the summer of '94, we actually profiled a man with a dream of sand. Lots and lots of sand.
These brave men and women are uniting to battle a mighty foe and to reclaim the honor of a small Washington town. It's a task they take very seriously. And they've hired the toughest sand slinger in the country to get the job done. Russ Lino never outgrew mud pies. This Seattle man is one of the best sand sculptors in the country. And if all goes well this weekend, Russ and his team, the Orbital Sanders, will break the record for the longest sand sculpture in the world.
Well, we call this a Long Beach reach. So we're reaching for the record.
This record attempt is the latest volley in a 5-year back-and-forth battle between Long Beach, Washington, and Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Russ has won the record for Long Beach twice before, so he's obviously handy with the sandy stuff. But this time, Russ is in it up to his neck. He's got less than 7 hours to come up with 16 miles of sculpture.
Alki to Northgate, so that's what we're talking.
Although Russ has national champion sand carver credentials and holds the record for tallest sand sculpture ever built, his big claim to fame is this stuff.
Spam, 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 spam. I'm the spam king.
In 1993, Russ won Seattle's annual Fat Tuesday Spam Carving Contest. And that dubious achievement got him a booking on The Tonight Show, where Lino spoke Spam with Leno.
Well, how did you get into spam carving? It seems like a unique field, perhaps.
So Jay carved his little piece, and then Jeff Goldblum was on there. And Jeff was carving spam, too, so that was quite a thing, quite the thing. So 15 minutes worth of carving spam with the big guys.
I made a buffalo, thank you.
Now Russ has gone from the big time to the big beach.
This is the longest beach in the Northern Hemisphere, so no place better than to do in the world's record.
And Russ and the Orbital Sanders are planning to kick some sand in Myrtle Beach's face.
We've got the record, 20.2 miles.
We did it?
Oh, apparently. It's on the...
Wow, yes.
Thanks to ruthless Russ Lino and the Orbital Sanders, Long Beach reclaims its title and its honor with the Long Beach Reach.
I like it, it's great. Yeah, we did it again. Good record, Myrtle Beach. Too bad.
We're really sorry.
A noble effort, and Russ went on to become one of the greatest pumpkin carvers in the history of the world. In fact, he's carved some of the world's largest pumpkins, and he even helped us carve pumpkins here at King 5 Evening, with various levels of success.
More treasure from the time capsule coming up. Hey, is that a young Tom Hanks?
That's never happened to me before.
And hitmaker Kenny G plays a round of golf with an evening host.
Oh, that was my identical twin brother, Kevin. He's not a very good golfer.
Welcome back to our evening time capsule. For the entire episode, we are digging deep into the summer of 1994. Now, we came across a lot of celebrity interviews, but no star was bigger than Tom Hanks. Here's former host Brian Tracy talking to Tom on the eve of the release of a little film called Forrest Gump.
That's something that doesn't happen every day. You aren't often lost in the White House to be taken away to breakfast by the President of the United States. That's never happened to me before.
Lately, actor Tom Hanks is experiencing many firsts. His White House escapade obviously being the capper on an incredible year. We'll get into that later. Other firsts include an Oscar for his emotional role in Philadelphia. Plus, Tom says he's finally cured a lifelong feeling of loneliness, thanks to his current wife Rita, a featured player in Tom's other recent hit, Sleepless in Seattle.
It's like that movie.
What movie?
An Affair to Remember. Did you ever see it?
The most recent Vanity Fair magazine said that...
Not anymore. Now Jackie's on the cover.
There was an air of loneliness about you before you met Rita. How has she changed your life?
Well, you know, Listen, I mean, you know, we're all out there looking for the perfect mate, are we not? And I think the world is different after you were able to glob onto one of those.
And the Oscar goes to Tom Hanks in Philadelphia.
How has winning an Oscar changed your life or your career?
Other than constantly being asked that question, there's no real difference between before.
Really?
You get this little asterisk next to your name from here on in, and that's really about it. I have a nice statue, you know, then that's a really cool thing, and a lot of people say congratulations because it's still relatively fresh. But by the time next year comes around, people will have a hard time remembering who won last year.
Most memorable moment at the White House for the private screening of Philadelphia and breakfast with the Clintons.
Well, actually, I was looking for the place to have breakfast on a Sunday morning. I was lost. I went out to where I thought the breakfast was, and there was nobody there. I was in some library on the second floor. I'm thinking, isn't this where the place for breakfast is supposed to be? And then I'm kind of like wandering out, and I think, I'm on the wrong floor. I guess, is it on the, where am I? And then the President of the United States comes out of his bedroom, essentially, where, you know, he's got the New York Times crossword puzzle, and he's wearing running shorts and a T-shirt. He says, "Oh, hi, Tom. Oh, hi. Morning, Mr. President. I am lost." "Oh, well, here, come here, I'll show you." And he went up the back way, and we sat around and chatted through breakfast for about an hour and a half.
Not sure how I feel about Bill Clinton in running shorts and a T-shirt. Tom Hanks would go on to win an Oscar for Best Actor for Forrest Gump. Well, as we continue to dig through the archives from summer of 1994, we come up to Julia Louis-Dreyfus. There was a simmering tension between Brian and Julia on this one.
What is wrong with my hair? Nobody takes better care of their hair than me. You can serve dinner on my head.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus's sense of humor serves two purposes. She's famous because of it, and it keeps her from taking the fame too seriously.
You sold us a hair with a cake around it.
She's best known as the ex-girlfriend with the animated face and big hair on Seinfeld. But in her new feature film, North, Julia Louis-Dreyfus is just comatose.
The character I play is in a coma with her husband on display in the Smithsonian.
Do you think you're going to move on away from Seinfeld?
Eventually, yeah. I mean, we're not going to do it forever, but we'll do it definitely in 1 more year and maybe 2 more years.
I had a day, let me tell you something.
Julia had all that trademark hair stuffed under a wig for her role in North. She plays a less than perfect parent to North, played by Elijah Wood. North goes to court to divorce his mom and dad, then searches the world for new and improved parents. You know, I'm sitting here, you seem so serious.
I do?
Are you a serious person?
Yeah. No, I'm not serious. Are you sure I'm not serious?
You seem serious.
What are you talking about? I've been joking with you this whole time. I don't think, well, maybe you're used to seeing me be Elaine and I've got a joke every other line, you know? I don't have a writer right now.
Well, maybe Julia was right. Anybody would look serious compared to the character she plays on Seinfeld. And she did shoot down my last question with a joke. What's the best part of your life right now?
The best part of my life is this moment right here, right now.
Proving that this comic actress has found another way to use jokes. They're a great way to shoot down a nosy journalist's question with a smile.
A little awkward. And don't expect Lowell Deo's interview with LaToya Jackson to lighten the mood.
Michael Jackson shocked the world with his recent marriage to the daughter of Elvis, Lisa Marie Presley. It's just one more tremor in a long line of shocks for the controversial entertainer. So how appropriate to have the one Jackson, probably more shocking than Michael, say just how shocked she was to learn of the wedding. Your first thought?
I wasn't surprised or shocked. I thought nothing of it, to be very honest with you. Do you find it strange?
Strange is an adjective many would sooner tack onto LaToya, and both her personal and professional choices. There's her own puzzling marriage to manager Jack Gordon.
He said about me that I want to strangle him.
Then there's her strained relationship with her family, caused by a bare-all book alleging abuse in the Jackson family, and 2 bare-all pictorials in Playboy magazine. What's the reaction been from your family?
I really don't know, but I don't think it really matters, does it?
Well, if the video proves too racy, maybe they'll think her newest album is the perfect gift. It's country, you know.
And it's entitled LaToya from Nashville to You. There you go. Is that better?
It might prove more of a favorite for Lisa Marie than singing superstar husband Michael.
Basically, the musicians and people that I use on the album are a lot of people that Elvis worked with.
So while the future may bring happiness to Michael, don't rule out more surprises tied to the Jackson family name, particularly big sister LaToya, who's proving to be a Jackson in more than name or face, but controversy as well.
LaToya Jackson was last seen on season 5 of the Australian version of The Masked Singer, playing the role of Burger Gal. I really don't have anything to add to that. That's pretty much it.
Up next, a pioneering program to turn teens into first responders, as told through some truly cheesy reenactments.
Welcome back to our evening time capsule as we continue to dig into the summer of 1994. Well, the town of Newport on the Washington-Oregon border tried a bold new approach to recruiting first responders back in 1994, and we told the story the best way we knew how, with cringeworthy, cheesy reenactments.
In Newport, kids who used to battle boredom now battle fires and death.
Hang on. Oh, okay. This is actually a really good story, but the producers were clearly watching too much Dateline. Okay, back to the piece.
18 teenagers with the power and training to save lives. Imo Jones's plan was almost unheard of. Turn the kids into volunteer firefighters and emergency medical first responders as part of the Youth Summer Getaway Program.
Nobody thought it would work, but when I'm determined to do something, I usually do it.
1, 2, 3. That meant extensive summer training for the newest would-be rescuers.
They were actually going to get training in firefighting that when they came out of it, that they would be full-fledged firefighters. And I said, I mean, kids can do this?
That and more.
Morning, man. Yeah, we're ready to go.
One of their toughest tests happened during a school day last fall.
We have a patient down in back of the post office in the alley in back.
That's us. Your adrenaline starts pumping and it's just, you know, you're thinking, let's go, let's go. You want to be there right away.
I'll go to the office, you get the car.
The young rescuers don't get paid for this. All they get is a few high school credits and the chance to change lives and perceptions.
What do you guys think when a lot of the older folks talk about how bad kids are these days?
See the kids in Ponderay County. Come here and look at these kids. A lot of them are good kids.
One of those young responders, Jeremiah, actually went on to become a career firefighter. He even took on those infamous Australian brush fires a few years ago.
Next up from the time capsule, an evening host comes face to face with Kenny G's amazing hair.
You're really bugging me.
Welcome back to the King 5 Archives as we step into the evening time capsule, taking you all the way back to the summer of '94. You didn't see that. The hosts back then were Brian Tracy and Penny Legate, and they joined up with Kenny G, famous musician, for a little fundraiser.
The day is absolutely picture perfect for a golf tournament. The man who lends his name to this event, saxophonist Kenny G, sums up the players' attitudes to a T.
What we're trying to say is that it's easy to help people, and a beautiful day of golf, and kids get their wishes. I mean, that's pretty good.
Also here to help, Kenny G's buddy, tennis pro Andre Agassi. Andre got off to a smashing start with his unique charging forehand tee-off. Other star golfers include Seahawks coach Tom Flores, former Huskies football coach Don James, and of course, Brian.
Oh, that was my identical twin brother, Kevin. He's not a very good golfer. It's really sad.
Luckily, the idea here is to help children.
Nice.
Regardless of golfing ability.
Oh.
Altogether, Starlight hopes to net more than $100,000 with last night's auction and today's Golf Classic.
You're really bugging me.
In the end, though, it isn't the scores that are important, but the kids. And of course, that means everyone comes out a winner.
Man, I love everyone in that story, especially Brian and Penny. In fact, you guys are welcome to come back here to the King 5 archives and dig through it with me. Who knows where we'll end up next time? Maybe 1989 or 2001, or who knows? We could party like it's 1999. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time. Oh, this would